Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Good morning, Will, Exchange, Aiden, and Crazy Pizza Gaming. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream straight away. That is awesome. And we are going live. Good morning, AJ, as well. And it is starting now. Channel deleted. It is starting now. So, to celebrate it, this being the last ever FIFA 18 stream on the channel, I would thought I'd wear the Vale shirt for this season to finish it off, because Vale have been an awesome part of it. Will, the Japanese thing was just something we were going to do for four streams to just fill in the gap between here and FIFA 19. I will not be streaming next weekend because I am on holiday. I'm going to Eurogamer in Birmingham, so if any of you are going to EGX or Eurogamer next weekend, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting morning. We've got 12 games to rattle through, so we're going to be simming the first two. We're going to be simming 2, play 1, simming 2, play 1. So you'll see 4 played games, including the last game of the season, but there will be 2, 4, 6. There will be 6. There'll be 6. Oh. Yeah, 4 played games. Yeah, there'll be. Yeah, whatever. There's going to be 8 sim games through this. It should. I don't know what about that game today. I'm not sure whether that's going to be a good game for you, whether it's going to be a bad game for you. It's going to be an. To be perfectly honest, I mean, if we look back at yesterday's games, I thought Watford were going to beat Man U. I honestly did. I thought Watford were going to beat Man U yesterday. Before yesterday's game. Good morning, Paul. Because of the way West Ham have been playing and United hadn't exactly been good, I would have honestly predicted that West Ham would have beat them yesterday. Sorry, that Watford would have beat them yesterday. But United stepped up. Looks like Mourinho got his tactics right, and looks like Pogba's actually starting to play like Pogba should play for portions of the game. I'm not saying for all the game. So how's your guys' week spent? Did you have a good day yesterday? Did you do anything fun yesterday? I'll put the welcome salute up just for a little bit while everyone's just joining in. And hopefully we can start this day off with a victory. Obviously not. One thing I will... you know what? I'm going to do this as a test now. We're going to get to the next game. When is he back? He scored a couple of goals for Brazil while in the international break, didn't he? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sim this game. It's against top of the table Kawasaki, using this just to see if it changes any difference in the scoreline. Using the calendar rather than using the actual sim button. Because I swear that when we use the sim button, we pick up more injuries and we pick up more losses. So let's see if this changes it. We're still going to probably have lost. Yeah, well, we lost 2-1. Okay, so I'm just... So it doesn't really matter what we do. We're still going to get a lot. We're still going to lose. But Smithy's put up a suspension. Okay. I thought I've read all the messages. Oh, obviously didn't. So we're going to be playing the next game, but it's after the transfer window. But we've got the board already hates us enough because of the amount of money we spent on wages this year. So it's pointless buying anybody for this last part of the season. Have you guys, have you all played the FIFA 19 demo yet? Any of you like it? Any of you hate it? Ali's on to Man City, Henrik's to Southampton. And they just popped someone up from who went to Stevenage. Max has gone to Everton. He's getting used. Yeah, that's the most, because your muscle memory tells you that you've got to do something else. And I think my game's just froze. Yeah, I think the game's froze. Right, we're going to have to do a reload. Which means we're going to have to do those first 2 games again. Oh no, what a shame. Well, I hope you're okay, Pizza Gaming. That's not good news. Not good news at all. Hope you're okay, and I hope everyone else made out okay as well. My glasses are fogged up. Let me just sort out my glasses. I've got some spots and they do me train.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Morning, Danny. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you for coming joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, well, we're having some technical issues at the minute. Whereas FIFA's just broke on us in the middle when we went through transfer deadline day. So I'm just going to quickly, I'm just going to go into the calendar. I'm just going to sim through those 2 days, those 2 games, because we know we already lost those 2 games anyway. So whatever happens here is completely different. It was hopefully a little bit different, but I wouldn't be surprised if we lost them both again. But we'll just sim through those 2 games before we check them. Have any of you checked out the Black Ops Blackout beta that's going on either on PlayStation or Xbox or PC? Yeah, I will be getting 90, definitely. Well, it'd be stupid of me not to, because I wouldn't. I'd basically be saying that I'd be quitting my channel otherwise. Good morning, Cameron. So we get a draw in that one, and a draw. Okay, so us going back into it actually means we get draws. But Canoe's out for 2 months with an injury. Oh yes, let's just leave that. Okay, so let's save this now. Because if this does it again, I don't know. It's only been 2 weeks, Danny. Yes, I do, Cameron. I do. I think the best way to say it is different gravy. That's the best way I can put it. He just is different gravy. It's like, you know when people like give you something on the when people give you something on the plate and you just go, this is good, but there's something else. But then all of a sudden someone just gives you chips and steak, and you just go, that's just different. That's just the best. Mitchell Clark's is good. He's composed. He looks like he understands and wants to defend, which is, for a fullback in today's climate, is very rare. He can read the play very well across the back line, which is good. Dodds is, in this game, Danny is 62. Right, this is where we got to last time before it buggered us, so it's gone past that, so we should be okay now. Should be no more glitches. definitely grateful for Villa for letting us lend him. And if he carries on his progression, he'll definitely find... Yeah. He definitely will... it will take him... Yeah, it's right for him. No! Oh, 4 days. Thank God. Phew, it's 4 days. Yeah, Doddsy, for him to be about... I'd probably say he's 1-2 rating below. Probably should be 1 or 2 higher, but not by much. But, yeah. Doddsy is very good in... Nowadays... Dodsy's very good in certain situations. He's got to have certain people around him. He can't do it all like he used to. He's much better playing off somebody and in and around him rather than put you. But Danny, let's put it this way: if he was a 65, he would be the same rating as Pope, and he's not as good as Pope, so he can't be a 65. He's not as good as Pope. So that's the way I see it. We're going to play this game now. First play game of the stream. Oh, what a kit! What a kit! They are awesome. I love those kits. I might have to find them. I might have to find them and buy one. We'll see what the ratings come out for in the new game, but I'll be very surprised if Pope doesn't get an upgrade. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't get an upgrade. I think Popey should be 67. Something like that. Pace will get a downgrade, but his strength and his physical ability should be up there. And his heading should be as well. But we'll see. Well, that again, that's different. I mean, it's like for me, it's like back in the days. There's an old Vale player that was called Robin van der Laan, and Aspin and Andy Porter and Ray Walker and people like that. They get right into 99 for me, not because they used to give me the shirts, but because of what they did when we were kids. And that is how football clubs get into here, get into your heart. When you see teams doing that and you see certain players doing that, you want to just be around that club. And when we were growing up, Vale obviously were doing better than what they are now. So you know, it is what it is. And Popey's just he bleeds black and white. He bleeds Port Vale. And he's bringing that into some of the players that are coming in now. I mean, players like Ricky Miller, Ben Whitfield. Because of Pope's influence, we can get those kind of high passion, little bit of quality players. Luke Hannant is good. If we can keep hold of Luke Hannant for another couple of years, we'll be able to build a team around him. I think he's that kind of. Luke Hannant's going to be that kind of player. Oh, Nakagawa. Get in! Good play from Dodds. Nice flipping header. Nice flipping header, nice flipping finish. Lovely play from Dodds down this right wing. Slips the ball through to Nakagawa. And need we say more? Missed his first chance, scores his second. Have I heard of a goalkeeper called Joel Coleman? No, I have not heard of a goalkeeper called Joel Coleman. What should I know about this goalkeeper called Joel Coleman? Good save, Brownie. That's a good save again from Brownie. Even though it went wide, so It looked like he jumped through. Possibly. I think so. I can't remember. Give me his gloves. Nice. No, BFG, because I didn't, because as I said to you in the message, I'm not involved. I'm not invested in the A-League, so why would I? It doesn't matter. It's like, as I said to you in the message, Richie Delat is not a good. It's not a highlight player. He's not. He never was. He was a player that was always deemed to be, oh, he could do something. Went to Norwich in the Premier League, did nothing. All right, so no one's going to sign him. I think he was one of these United youngsters that went out on loan and went to places and did nothing with his career while he was in England. And now, obviously, the only place where he can get a game is in the A-League. You know, it's. I'm not bashing the A-League. I'm bashing how monumental you think the signing of Delat is. It's not a big name signing. Most people, I bet, if you ask most people now who've only seen the Premier League for about, say, 5 or 6 years, they will say Richie Delat. No, never heard of him. Unless they were part of a Norwich club, unless they were a fan of Norwich, then maybe they might have heard of him. But other than that, no one who just follows the Premier League would have heard of Richie Delat. Oh, Worrell's at the post. Good morning, Ricky. Bet you're happy after last night's performance. Well, the result anyway. But another sending off. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. Wolves Burnley should be... that should be a good game. If I wasn't watching the Formula 1, I'd watch that game. Can't do picture-in-picture on this. I can't do picture-in-picture on what I'm watching the Grand Prix on. Oh! Oh! I was... Idiot! I wasn't paying attention. Sam, this is not meant to be realistic. This is meant to be a bit of fun. This is what it's just meant to be, a bit of fun. Just to pass the time while I'm waiting for FIFA 19 to come out. Just thought, why not do something a little bit different? It's bloody odd. Definitely odd. But yeah, nothing. No one. We don't really do mods in this channel. And if I did, I would ask people rather than people volunteering themselves, because I would need to be able to trust them to be able to me a mod. So yeah, and that's one thing that Sam does. Idiot pass. It's one thing I like to do with FIFA. Is I don't like it to just do a generic sort of career mode. I have to put a gimmick in for it. I have to do a little bit of a spin, because otherwise the game, especially FIFA 18, gets boring very quickly. Especially in career mode, because they don't add anything in for it. Great save by Brownie. Great save. So, you know, that's what I do. That's why Vale have come to Japan. That's also why Ajax play. That's why we moved 12 of the biggest European teams into the Scottish Premier League for a season to see how we do. And yeah, we finished in the top half. We finished in the top 6, so I was happy with that. You know, you've got to give yourself goals and achievements. If I just did a basic career mode by doing, say, I'm going to use Liverpool as an example, just because I know you've got Liverpool as your badge. So if I did Liverpool, there's really only progression. There's no real progression. It's like you could win the league, you could win the Premier League, which with Liverpool's team, probably like 1 or 2 signings would probably take 2 seasons max on FIFA to win the league. 1 season if you're really good. And then it's the Champions League, which, again, 2-3 seasons max. So if you like me and you stream FIFA pretty much all the way, well, not pretty much, all the way through its lifespan, that's boring. So you do 3 seasons. And if you're streaming for 2 hours a day, if you play 6-7 games an episode, it's over pretty quickly. So what am I going to be able to fill the rest of the time with? So it's better to try and come up with gimmicks, to try and keep yourself as a streamer, and try and do it a little bit different so the audience doesn't see exactly the same as what you can see everywhere else. That's what I try to do. Fair enough, it might not always be the team that interests you the most. It may not always be the most entertaining, but it might be really frustrating. Like this J League, it's been tough. In the league, I said in 2 to 3 seasons for Liverpool. On FIFA, it'd probably take. On FIFA, honestly, winning the league with Liverpool would probably take 2 seasons max. I think honestly, if you're a half decent player, you could probably, with Man City, Man United, Liverpool, maybe Tottenham, you could win the league in a season without doing too much. Arsenal would take 2, definitely. Arsenal would definitely take 2 seasons. And Chelsea, I'm not too sure about Chelsea. I think Chelsea were on the cusp. I'll put Chelsea down as the 2-season team, but I think that you probably could do it in a season, providing that it was the normal FIFA kind of logic with the seasons. This is getting rather scrappy now. I don't know whether I like it. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Ricky. If you look at it at the minute, Liverpool stand a much better chance of winning the league this season than you do. At the minute. I'm not ignoring the comments. Danny, all I've done is, you said, will Wolves be loud? I said yes. You asked it twice before the mod question. It should be loud, because Wolves are loud. Oh, bit of space. No, not deafening. It'll just be loud. It's Wolves. The thing is, it depends where you are. Because Wolves are just a loud team. They've got very passionate fans. So, you know, I wouldn't exactly say deafening, but if Wolves go 3-0 up, then it might get to the stage where it's close to deafening. Never know. I don't know where the steep ball lower is. I don't know which end of the ground that is. But if Wolves get 3 or 4-0 up, it could get quite loud. Yeah. Yeah, quite possibly. But the only reason why I put Arsenal in that the second season bracket is because I just think their defence is porous. then more than likely it's going to get. It's probably not going to be as angry, so to speak, as if you are at the other end of the ground, but behind one of the goals. I'm gonna put Hannant on the left wing. It should be. I've never been to Wolves, so I don't know what the atmosphere is like. I know, yeah. Well, that's another reason why with some of the top 6 teams I say 2 seasons, because it's how, and I'll also say that it also depends on which EA turns up for the games. If you play, and whether you play or sim the games. I don't think there'll be fireworks, so you should be alright as that. Well, if you sim a lot of your games, then it could take 2 seasons. If you play every single one, then I agree with you. Most of the top 6, you could win with 1 season. I mean, we won in 1 season in the Premier League with Vale. Is there? Nakagawa gets second of the game. Das Vadanya, number 2. I didn't realise they had fireworks. Go celebrate with the Vale faithful. Come over to Japan. Oh, wait up. Didn't realise he was doing that celebration. Trusting little blighter. Nakagawa's been a good signing. Glad we got him. And this is what I don't. And this is, I mean, from what I've played on the FIFA 19 demo, I've been battered a couple of times. It's like I've played as Man United, Man City, Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund. Who else have I played as? And PSG. And I've played against Roma, Man City, and Atletico Madrid, and people like that. But saved by Brownie, and I've honestly, I've lost 1-0 more times than I care to count on the demo. I lose 1-0 a lot, and when I'm losing 1-0, I lose to like a 75-minute goal, and I've probably had 2 or 3 shots on target in the game, which is annoying. So it's difficult. I'm finding it difficult to break teams down. And Guillermo, my thoughts on the La Liga this season. Honest, I will be completely honest with you. Not seen anything to do with La Liga this year. I haven't been interested in watching it at all. So I can't possibly comment on that, to be honest with you. Where are Atletico then? If they're doing. Where are Atletico? Yeah, it is, and that's. But the concern for me is that, like with everything, we're obviously playing against the world-class players and the world-class teams in the demo. So there's no kind of momentum. There's no kind of momentum, and you can't get a feel throughout the season of how things go. Whereas, as you'll know, my biggest gripe with career mode is that when you go on a momentum, and it's like you're a League 2 side, so we'll take Vale as the example. Obviously, we go through the season and we get promoted, we get through to the Premier League, and then we're in the Premier League playing regular league games. And they still put the youth side out. And they don't take us seriously, which means they hang off us, which means it makes it easier to win. From a demo, I can't see that. So I can't feel that, how it's going to be. Obviously, a top team versus a top team, they're going to go out at him. And they're gonna put the momentum in. And they're not going to put it where it's going to lose or wane, or you're not going to see the flow of a season. So that's what I'm worried about for FIFA 19, and I was for FIFA 18. So we'll just see how that progresses over the season. Well, the Champions League this year is going to be interesting, but I don't think much is going to change in the way of who gets to the final four, final five. I don't think there's enough teams that have stepped up to take the next level. Yeah, I know, but again, that's a beta, and it's not 2-3 seasons down the line. That's the more worrying thing for me. If I get it, because when we play in the cup games, we get a League 2 side, and we're a League 2 side against a higher up Premier League side, then I won't be too angry or too upset if they play a weaker side at that time. It's 2 to 3 seasons down the line when we're actually going against them day in, day out, rather than just a one-off. That's when I see the errors. So we won that one. Oh, we actually won a game in the sim. Wow. So against Kashima Reysol, so Nakagawa is going to be going up against his old side. I'm just interested to. I just want the game to come out. I just want the game to come out already, because I want to get started on the new adventure, on the new career mode. I'm honestly fed up of FIFA 18. I'm not gonna lie. I've had enough. I want a new challenge. And I do like the new graphics. I think the gameplay's a little slow. I honestly think the gameplay is a little bit slow, but hopefully there will be a setting where you can increase it a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bonus. The font changes. Sorry, the font changes. And yeah, it's like they've not done anything. I've heard people say that the big changes to the career mode, the reason why they've not made any changes to career mode this year is because they made the big changes last year. What changes? I would like to argue. What changes did they make last year? Apart from adding cutscenes. What changes did they made? No changes last year. As far as I'm concerned, unless I missed them, what were apart from the cutscenes, what were the huge changes for career mode last year, this year, for FIFA 18? Exactly, yeah. I'm with you there, Ricky. I mean, as we said before, it's like if they've added in, why did Brown not come out early? But if they've added in cutscenes for the interviews, and that's all they've added in, then it's like on par with everything else. Then that's going to be fun for like the first 2 or 3 times we do it until we see the outcomes, and it's drab for everything else. It's like now for me personally, I would still like the backgrounds of so you see the players' faces, so you can see instantly how they respond to your offer. But I'd prefer it as pictures. I would honestly prefer it as pictures, and you could skip it quicker. I honestly would prefer it. Go back to the old look of the contract menu. So you didn't have to keep just going in. It's like you have a cutscene when the manager comes to you, and then you have a cutscene when the player does the wages. You know, I would like it to still be as instant as it is, because you can then sign a player on the day, rather than waiting for a couple of days for the offer to be accepted, received, whatever. But come on, there's time. I mean, especially when you play as much career mode as a lot of people do. It's just pointless putting in that many flipping cutscenes. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Seriously? They're counting those as the huge updates? They just move stuff about.
Crisp defending there. Cristiano.
Honestly, I think the transfer hub is actually a more pain in the backside than the previous one. This new one is I don't know, the squad hub's not too bad. The squad hub isn't too bad at all.
Going forward well.
The squad hub is alright. The transfer hub is a pain in the backside. Because if they had the squad hub where you could put people on there, but then you could still assign scouts to them, then yeah, okay, it'd be a little bit okay. But you can't, once they're in there, you can't assign scouts for them. Oh, sorry, no, I do remember the added board objectives, didn't they? No, the added board objectives. My mistake. The added board objectives, didn't they? And the board approval rating, so you could see when you were going to get sacked or not. Yep, yeah, okay, yeah. No, I know. Now I see my error in my ways. The huge updates that they did to career mode. Yep, no. Yep, I've been proven wrong. I've been proven wrong.
Guided on by his head. They've got the ball still.
Yep. Of course, we all want to know. We all want to see that grubby number in the top corner.
Promising build up until that challenge.
If they building on that. Yeah. But that's. There's no real game. It's like there's no real longevity in that. That's just cleaning up to me. Yeah, but that's to me. So we're expecting to see career mode updates in 2020. Because the journey won't be in 2020. So I expect a career mode update for 2020 that focuses on what they learned from the journey. Which will be the journey made them money through sponsorships. So expect to see something like that again.
Here's Ito. Oh, chance.
Good save, Brownie. Yeah, that's what I prefer. If they added that in, I'd be happy. Yeah, that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind. I even wouldn't mind if that under 23 team was it. I apologies. They all mingled into one.
Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack.
They all mingled into one. But I thought when I said it, I said something wrong. But yeah. So they did make career mode updates in 2 straight FIFAs. You lie, EA.
Attacking well here. Good play until they got that challenge in. We've got 2 added minutes. That's been signalled now. Maybe he'll cross it here.
Oh, I was hoping to get that into Popesy.
And it's gone for a corner. Well, for the next
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if I was going to start this, but I wouldn't mind if that under 23 team ends up you control them as if it's Championship Manager, and you literally you never play the game, but you just see like the normal sim.
Well, he played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal.
Channel deleted. That's something that I don't usually give out
5 minutes.
because I don't play a lot of online games, so it's kind of pointless me giving it out. When it gets to the stage, if we do online games against chat, against stream, then I'll give it out for people to add. But until that point, I won't. Good morning, GT Gamer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would work. But we'll see. We'll see what their vision is for it. I wouldn't mind if, I mean, we talked about this in the stream. If the youth team is a part of the under-23 squad, I wouldn't mind that. It's like you sign players to the under-23 squad. You have them under proper scouting, rather than. I mean, fair enough. The normal youth scouts are good, and having those kind of things in is good. But come on then, right back. It's in. That's in. Own goal. We'll have that. Well, own goal. Well, we'll see. I haven't played it yet, GT, so I have not a clue. I just wish they added a little bit more to it. For me, I just hope the gameplay's there. I hope the gameplay feels good for it when you're a lower league team, because obviously the demo's great for playing the big teams, but I'm not going to be playing as one of the big teams. I'm going to be playing as flipping Grimsby, so. You know, what can I do? Like, I'm not gonna. What's pointless me playing as Ronaldo and Messi and Lukaku and people like that when I'm going to be playing as flipping Grimsby Town. Ramsborough being his near post again. The gameplay's all right. It's too slow for my liking, but. It'll just take us some getting used to. That's fair enough. I'm doing Grimsby because it was voted for by my chat and my stream, so that's why I'm doing Grimsby. I thought I was in for his hat trick then. All pinched.
I like the look of this attack.
Oh, that's a good ball. Ah, you know, bring it down.
Out of harm's way, out for a throw.
No. That won't happen, because it's only right that as players get older, I mean, not necessarily, I mean, Zlatan's the contrary to the rule because he's Zlatan, but everyone knows that as players get older, they degrade. All athletes do. Some athletes have the ability to be able to manage it, but they're paid. Let's say Michael Owen, for instance. Michael Owen, come on, it was electric, lightning fast. But as he got older, he wasn't as fast, but his technical skills got better. Giggs as well. Ryan Giggs as well was a lightning fast winger, and as he got older, he was still a good winger. He still had decent pace, but his technical ability and be able to pick up passes and know when to make a run and when not to make a run. It's like, I think your physical stats should go down, but your mental, your mental and technical stats should still stay as they are. I agree that, and Alunga's just got his hat trick. That's not a bad idea, Ricky.
Well, a wonderful achievement.
That's not a bad shot at all, that isn't, certainly for the potential of players. Because it's, yeah, you should be able to see. I mean, fair enough, there are some people that, when you say that, like, tend to be different. You can, obviously, there's a website that I use quite a bit called So FIFA. And that's not too bad for it. That's alright. You can actually get a decent idea of how people are going to develop on that, using that website. But it's not in-game, so I just have it to the side of the screen. So when we go through transfer windows, if we say we're looking for blah 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 rated players or whatever, or trying to compare two, and we haven't got time to wait for the scout, I'm getting murdered in this one. Great, so what a save by Brown. Well, I haven't got time to wait for the scout report to come back, then I'll just go on So FIFA. How my? That's unfortunate. No, but that's fine, and that's a reason why it's there. That's why I like people and good seeing a bit of GT gaming. But that's why I like websites like that, because they exist for that reason. 5 PM in Shanghai. I'm gonna just ask the question. You gonna be watching the Singapore Grand Prix later? Guillermo? It's not too far away from you. I'm getting absolutely run over in this game. Kashiwa are just destroying us. Ah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Kimi doing something. I would love Lewis to win just because I want him to get his 5th title. I want Lewis to get his 5th title. I want Kimi to win a race before he goes back to Sauber though. That's the pain for me. It's like, as much as I want Hamilton to do well, I really, really, really want Kimi to win a race. It's just funny. Kimi is just an absolutely funny human being. It's like it made me laugh when the commentator says, when you go to Sauber, does that mean you're giving up? He goes, yes, it's just, I come here, I do it for you, just so you can ask me questions. He's just great. He is just great. Welcome back, Danny. If you don't know who Kimi Räikkönen is, Danny, I suggest you Google. Look at the backspin on that. I was almost out of the 6-yard box. Yeah, we've been took for the races today. Go on, score another, go on. I don't care now. Just score another, go on. And I'm not pressing the button. Well, I'm going to press clear once the ball's in the air, but that's it. Go on. Go on, score another. Go on, I dare you. Oh, there you go, we got the ball. There we go, game over. Absolutely destroyed in that. Absolutely destroyed. Ah well, ah well. We were not going to win the league anyway, so we had to sim too many games for that. And Nakagawa's out for 3 weeks. That's not good. He's been playing well. Yesterday, Ben Whitfield and Manny Oliiki, I can't pronounce his surname. He's got good goals. Whitfield actually used his left foot for once, which doesn't make sense. Hakigawa once out. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm just going to release you both. You're both not going to be worth it. Morning, Matt. How are you doing? Why the faces, Matt? Why the faces? What happened yesterday? I Come on, Matt. Why the faces? I don't use VPNs. Never used a VPN, so I wouldn't know. I'm going to leave Nakagawa on the bench for this first game because he's still showing injury. Simming against FC Tokyo are just above us. Hopefully we can get a win. No. See, this J-League, Vale in this J-League is not working. It's not working how I thought he would have done. I thought we would have been able to get at least a little bit higher. Oh, fair enough. I thought you were coming in because you lost. Hey, Naki. Oh, Fairman. Yeah, red card. Canoe's coming back as well. Fairman gets a 1-game suspension. Well, I didn't know that. Did he seriously do that? I had not a clue that China did that. Well, you know what they say, you learn something new every day. Well, I've learned something new today. Thank you, Guillermo. I had not a clue that that was the case. Oh, Matt, you're funny. You're funny. You're funny. We're going to Vissel Kobe, which, if people don't know about Vissel Kobe, I'll let you see their lineup. I don't think I'm going to win this game. Oh, it's Gergo, not Giorgio. It's Gergo. Ugh, been calling his name wrong all season. That's fair enough. So, I'm assuming that China have their own YouTube and Google. Yeah. By the way, look at those two right there. Look at those two players there. You know, the number 8 and number 10. You might know them.
It's difficult for a manager when he sees his side in mid-table with no chance of getting relegated or winning anything with a handful of games left. He's got to try and motivate his players to finish strongly in this season. You just might know those two players. Maybe just a little bit you might know them. Okay.
I think the middle four might be a diamond, Alan.
Yeah, and it gives them a bit of solidity in the middle of the park. And I think the onus is on the fullbacks to provide the width in this shape.
So that's our starting lineup: Baidu and Yoku. Okay, fair enough. And Vissel Kobe have Andres Iniesta and Lucas Podolski. You know, they're not bad. They're not bad. And no, Danny, I'm wearing the best Vale shirt that's been released in the past 10 years. And that even includes last year's away kit, because I thought last year's away kit was damn cool. Yeah, on a one-way trip for a banning right now, Danny.
Across the field to try and switch the play. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Challenges for the ball.
I've got to get the release the ball from the pod.
Well, they keep moving the ball here.
Oh, Worrell's in. Worrell's going to be offside. Oh, he wasn't offside. It's only offside. Oh, I messed that up because I thought he was off. Well done, Gergo. Nice play. Worrell. Get it onto your left peg then. Popey, please get your head on that. Oh, straight at the keeper. Yeah. Can you tell... Danny, you said a joke, I said sarcasm. And yeah.
Being closed down. Lucas Podolski.
No, the Shrews don't... No, the Shrews don't sing that to Vale. The Shrews don't. Everyone sings it to Vale. They also call us Port Fail as well, which is kind of rude, but I don't kind of understand it. But yeah, we'll go with it. Oh, now that's a good goal. That's a good goal. I don't know why they call us Port Fail, but yeah, it is what it is. But we have, well, fair enough. Obviously, I live in England, so there's only really two options. There's a Samsung Galaxy and it's the iPhone. And for me, I have the iPhone because it was the cheaper contract. Because over the last couple of years, I am all about saving the money. I just want to save as much money as possible so I can afford to go. I can afford to get married and then take my wife on a nice honeymoon and enjoy ourselves. So for me, it is all about saving money. And obviously, I've got to live in the house that I'm living in. So you know, got to save as much money for that as possible. None of the above. None of the above. I think mine's it's either the SE or the ES, whichever one it was called. I can't remember what it was. I think it might be the SE, which is shaped like the 5S, but it's got the stuff in from the 6s. Pope's header just can't keep you down. What do I call Shrewsbury? I call the Shrews. I don't really, because Danny, honestly I don't call them anything apart from rubbish. And that's a joke, because we don't have any real animosity to. Well, personally, I don't have any animosity towards to Shrewsbury. So there's no reason for me to call them anything.
That's a good clearance because it's got the ball well out of harm's way.
Now, if you ask me about Yeovil, then I would just call them time-wasting scum. So that's what I call Yeovil, time-wasting scum, because that's what Yeovil are. It's all they do. Every time they come to Vale, from the first flipping minute, they time-waste. From the first minute, Yeovil time waste. Leeds United Premier League. What was your result yesterday, Aman? Sorry, Aman. No, I saw the G. I did it together for some reason. What was the result yesterday? I didn't see it. It was on one of my bets, but I know it didn't come in, so I didn't see the final result. Oh, nearly went through. Don't get me wrong. I would like to see Leeds back into the Premier League. I would also like to see Notts Forest someday get back into the Premier League. But how soon all of those things are going to happen, I don't know. I think if Leeds don't do it like in the next couple of seasons, then you're gonna end up getting stuck in the Championship for probably another 8 seasons. That's how it goes. Time-wasting scum. Yeah, we call Yeovil time-wasting scum. We call Newport cheating buggers because they pay referees. Who do I think will win the Premier League? I still hold out, and I think Man City will win it. Because I didn't think anyone had actually done. I didn't think anyone had actually made the step up in class to match them. But then again, Liverpool have started brightly. And everything, and also it's what do we call Warsaw? Polish. We also do that for Crew as well. But yeah, we call Warsaw. We basically call Warsaw Poland because it sounds like Warsaw, which is the capital of Poland.
Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some
Free kick, please.
Not a nice challenge.
Would I do a FIFA demo next week? No, no, Istvan. Because I won't be here next week. If you're on about next weekend, I'm not going to be here, mate. Oh, Hino, weak foot. What do I call? I can't say that because I don't want to swear.
Well, I don't think he kept his head down, actually.
Yeah, Danny, I don't want to swear on stream, so I can't tell you what I call Stoke. We do have one clean. We call them Joke City because they are a joke. But what we tend to call them is a very choice set of swear words. No. I can't say the first word because Danny, because they're all swear words. They are all swear words. Every single one of them.
Really away from the threat here. And the decision for the added time is 3 minutes. He's cut that out well read. Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack.
Why wouldn't it let me change to the midfielder in that stage? I wanted.
Now Shun Nagasawa.
We'll block smudge it.
Referee has pointed for a corner.
Okay. This one, the last word is a swear word, so I can't say it. So it's boing boing bag of
Really of getting
fill in your blank.
to a scoring position then, but anything but. He might be through.
Penalty. Oh, come on, ref.
Emphatically and just as well.
He did not. Oh yeah, but that was ages ago. And that's, to be perfectly honest, that was. I'm not going to lie to you, Danny. That was after you called the Vale shirt, the shirt that I'm wearing, shit. So, you know, I'm not. So that one's a pass. And to be perfectly honest, the way the names both of you two have called each other before, that's lied. So I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it because you're actually behaving yourself today. So I didn't want to raise attentions to it and start something because you've been very well behaved between the two of you. Well, I don't know. I just call Portsmouth Pompey. It's just their actual nickname. Because I don't have names. To be perfectly honest, I'll tell you now. Oh, Podolski. But I don't really have names for people other than Stoke, Crew, West Brom, Liverpool. That's the only names I have for people. Because other teams don't really come into the radar that much as rivals. Yeovil obviously from their antics the last couple of times Vale have played them, that's where Yeovil get their name from. But other teams, it is what it is.
So the referee's happy and the second half gets underway.
Now if you ask me about what do I call referees, then I've just got a blanket I've got a blanket answer for that one, and that's all League 2 referees this year have not had their eye test redone and need to learn and don't know how to read rules. All League 2 referees this year, from what I've seen, not just from Vale games, from all of them, are blind and do not understand the rules of football. I'm not saying, I say Premier League referees, League 1 referees, Championship referees, I do not know whether they fall under the same hat, but all referees in League 2 this season have been absolutely diabolical. The standard of reffing in League 2 this year is worse than lads and dads football. Worse than lads and dads football. I've already said Danny. On Newcastle. Newcastle who? Newcastle United or Newcastle Town? Newcastle Town technically are. I'll refer to that pass, was it? Oh no, we let Pod have too much room. Pod's always going to score. No, I'm not going to say it again, Danny. If you weren't listening the first time, then that's fine. No, Newcastle United are not rivals of Vale. I'm sorry, Istvan, but it's like half a country of England width between Vale and Newcastle, so they're like miles away. They're nowhere near Stoke. Nowhere near Stoke, Newcastle United. You're talking over 150 miles between Newcastle United and Stoke City. Over 150 miles. It's probably going to be more than that as well.
Coming off. 3 of them are coming off because 3 replacements are coming on. Attacking well here. Now, can he take them on? To level it up now.
Oh, Harness, you had the opportunity. I don't know off the top of my head, Danny. I don't even know what. I wouldn't be able to. If you put me a pin in where Vale is, and then told me which direction, and then asked me which direction do you go for Shrewsbury, I would be able to guess that it's probably about down just on the outskirts of Wales, like the North Wales kind of area. Oh no, sorry, towards north to central Wales, but I would not be able to tell you the mileage. No way.
Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. Got it back again from his teammate. Lucas Podolski. Now this looks promising.
And oh no. What?
If you look at the coaching manual,
40 miles? What a goal from Podolski. 45 miles. 45 miles, guessing. But Istvan, there is a Newcastle that's near Stoke, but that's Newcastle underline. Newcastle United play on Newcastle upon Tyne. That's the difference.
They could pose some danger now. That could open them up. The shot's on. Oh, well done, the goalkeeper.
Fair enough.
And he's hung on to
Yeah,
the
don't
ball.
worry, don't worry. Different There's two Newcastles.
Masuyama.
That's why I'm technically live closer to Newcastle underline, but I tell people I'm from Stoke because thanks to the Premier League, people will actually know where Stoke is, but they won't know where Newcastle under is. Good header from Pope. We get a second. It was a good header that was. But, you know, no, I know you're not a fan. I know.
Well, so important that he's taken this chance.
It's like when people will kind of know where Stoke is because of the Premier League from last year, but no one will know where Newcastle under is. If I say Newcastle, they just think I mean Newcastle United,
That's a great interception.
and then they'll ask why I don't sound Jordan.
Pass at this stage. The supporters, Alan, trying to play their part here, and that's going to run on through to the goalkeeper.
That's a bad joke, Danny. That is a bad joke. I make some bad jokes, and that one's the worst.
Good forward play from them. There's still danger here after this half clearance. Morales. Deep cross towards the
Oh, we've got an equaliser! We've got a flipping equaliser! Great ball in from Marcus. No, it's not rude. No, Danny. What I mean by a bad joke, I mean it's one of those where you know when people say it and you just go, oh no, they just said that. It's so cringe. That kind of joke. It's because it's such an obvious joke that it shouldn't have to be said. That's what I mean by it's a bad joke.
now Mita.
If I meant it's rude, I would tell you it was rude. It's on a level of it's on a level of
Got his shot off now. Really
it's on a line with like dad, when people say about dad jokes. It's on that kind of level.
It's a decent header, but not quite good enough.
Well, they've got to get tighter to him because he's a really good header of the ball. He showed it there.
Opponents around him, that's good screening of the football.
Well, to come from 3-1 down to get back to 3-3, I will take that. I will take that. We managed to come back well in that one. I think we're going into the last string of 3 games now, I think. We haven't got sacked yet, which is good. That was a good match. That was a good match. Let me just check, see if I've done my maths right. Yeah, 1-2, and then we finish up against those. So, yeah, so we've got 3 games left in this series. 3 games left in FIFA 18, and we're going to be simming the first 2. So let me just, because there's 2 weeks, for some reason there's 2 weeks in between, I'm just going to do the calendar skip until that. The board isn't happy because we've gone, they wanted us to reduce the wage budget by 20%. No, so that again. They wanted us to keep the wage budget increase by only 20%. We're over 120%, basically. Something like that. They wanted us to keep a close eye on the finances. Yeah, to under 25%, we grew by 126. So that's why. That's right. Yeah, and I get it, Danny, but still, bad joke. See, I've got these. Yeah, I've got these. These are dad jokes. Dad jokes. That's where your jokes are going to go. In that book. The dad joke book. thing is, they say dad jokes, but really, mums do it as well. So it's kind of sexist for it to just be a dad joke, but parent joke. So when you have a kid, Danny, you can add your jokes into the parent joke book. I've got loads. I've got loads up my sleeve. We lose. Oh, we drew 2-2. And Hino missed a penalty to win it. Ugh. I will do it at the end of the stream, Danny. I will do it at the end of the stream. Looks like we're going to be finishing pretty much right in slap bang in mid-table. Another 2-2 draw. No, Istvan, I can't. I'm not here next week, so there's no streams next week. And here we are for the last game of FIFA 18, the last game with Port Vale, the last game in Japan. The last game of the last game of the last game of the last game. Yeah, so it will be... yeah, so it will be a week on Saturday. Yep. No. Dodsy's fine on bench. Dodsy's impact sub. I'll put Dodsy as an impact sub. You know what, actually, yeah. Let's do it. Let's put him in. Focus. Focus. Let's go, Vale. Yeah. So, we've got, just while we're talking about it, obviously, the next career mode. FIFA is out a week on Tuesday, I believe. Let me double check. Let me just check when FIFA... I am from Stoke FIFA Animal. I am. Well, I'm from close to Stoke. I'm not actually from Stoke, but I'm close. So FIFA 18 comes out on the 28th, which is a week on Friday. So next week's stream, there won't be any streams next week because I'm on holiday. But from the 29th, a week on Saturday, is the day after the game comes out. There will be the first stream of the new game. So that will be good. I need to do some tweaks to... I need to do some tweaks to my banner, and I need to do some tweaks. I will need to make a new, what you call it, a new, I'll need to make a new thumbnail. Thank you very much, FIFA Animal, for the subscription. Thank you for joining the Raccoon Habitat. I hope you enjoy your stay. You are joining at the last game of FIFA 18 that we will be playing. So let's go. Attack! See if we can get Popey on score sheet. I think this career mode started with a Pope goal. Let's finish with a Pope goal.
Yeah, and it gives them a bit of solidity in the middle of the park. And I think the onus is on the fullbacks to provide the width in this shape.
Oh, tried to fizz it through to him. Ow. Oh, hey, if people want to unsub because I failed them, unsub. It's a free world. Do what you want. Sub, don't sub, I don't care. No, it's just a number at the end of the day. As long as you enjoy your life, doing whatever you do, then that's fine with me. That's all I can ever want. It's all I want from anyone. That's all I want from myself. It's like, if I wouldn't be doing this now if I didn't enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, I get frustrated, but I still enjoy it. And that is the entire point in life. Don't feel like you have to do something all the time, apart from work, and follow the rule and follow the laws. You have to follow the laws. Oh, getting close to poke, but the keeper's there. That's fine. But I'm just telling you. I'm just saying how I feel. You don't have to do anything. You don't want to. If people come in and say, "Oh, I don't want to watch the stream today," then don't. That's fine. You don't feel like you have to come and watch. I'll be fine. I'm playing video games and talking rubbish. It's two of my favourite things to do. Keepers, well, it doesn't need to be keepers, it's going to be a goal kick. I know. You're going to get your jokes in the parent joke book. Danny, it's like when you go to school and say, what do you want to do in life? I want to have jokes in the parent's joke book. Oh, Nakagawa, oh, murders him. Ow. No, I don't. I did a. You remember the Houston test that I tried? I did one little bit of career mode that I tried with that, but I didn't bother because I thought I might as well just record it or do a stream for it, and then I got bored of it because it wasn't panning out how I liked it, how I wanted it to, so I stopped it. But because I don't like this FIFA. I've only playing it on stream, so I haven't played any like of my own career modes. I just play for streams. It's all I do with FIFA at the minute is I'm just playing this for streams. Pope gets this. I'm trying to get Pope a goal. That's what I was trying to do. We're battling Popey. Oh, Co! Well, I know I bought this joke. What was my favourite career mode in FIFA 18? The Vale career mode. 100%. The standard Vale career mode. 100%, that was brilliant. The support that we got from everybody, getting everyone involved and everything like that, it was excellent. It's one of the best I've done. Ah, bad pass. That's the thing. For those who have watched multiple career modes this FIFA, what was your favourite? And what was your least favourite?
Out wide, they were in a good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively. No reason to stop the game for the referee then. He's read the play well. Now here is it.
Oh, good block by the defender. Don't get me wrong, the West Ham one was fun as well, but the Vale one to me was the best.
A bit of menace in this attack.
Okay.
Corner here because of that deflection. They've gone short with the corner. It's a good cross. He has cleared it.
Well, obviously, Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll played a huge part in that series.
Trying to catch the opposition out with a short corner.
Leon! Leon! Leon Leggy! Leon scores. Big old Leon.
They have been much the better side.
I was going to say, he's on his knees. He's still taller than half the players on the team. Yo, Danny.
To the opposition now they're here. Strongly.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's the referee's decision. 2 added minutes.
Oh, Gergo. Freezing. Oh, that's another goal. Morales tries to dig it in for Popes and nothing there. You can cook a fry up on your hair. Well, you can do it on my scalp because there's not much hair. The only problem with that is, Danny, I never want to eat food that's got hair anywhere near it, let alone under it while it's cooking. So that would be very disgusting. Go wash it. Now.
Nice return pass. Got a chance to cross. Good support play from his teammates. It's an excellent cross. It's not really away for clearance. And it's in the equaliser.
Where did that goal come from? I thought he was shooting. I didn't realise he was crossing to the back post. I thought he just missed hit a shot. Okay. Alright, fair enough. 1-1. How can I forget about dad jokes?
Level. Both sides have scored here now. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area.
Poke down his target, man. No, he's not. That's why he's not doing what he should be doing.
He's left the ball to his mates and got it back again.
Well, it looked nasty because it's. I've only seen still images of it and it looks brutal.
There's some potential in this move. Surely.
Penalty! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! That was a horrible, horrible challenge. Right, I'm going to take this opportunity to rest Hino, and we're going to put. I don't know. We'll do the other switcheroo. We'll do him that way around. No. Pope's got to take the penalty. Pope has got to take the penalty.
Anything cynical in that, Alan? Didn't seem to get balance right there. It was a clumsy challenge.
Oh yes! Yes. Feed the Pope and he will score. Feed the Pope. Feed the Pope. Feed the Pope and he will score. That's the reason. Bye, Danny. See you later. Pope has got to score in this game. He has to score. The season, the FIFA 18 career mode started with us singing "Feed the Pope and he will score" nearly every single game, and it's got to end with that as well. It's got to. If we were to get another penalty, then okay, maybe Dodds can take it, but Pope has scored a goal. He's had to score. Get him, Leon. Leon, well done.
Strong challenge. Sort of looked at the other player and saw where the pass was going.
I said if we get a pen. What
Sign of a top-class player to score.
on earth is that animation? What was that animation? And how did that animation lead to a goal?
Contribution here with a fine goal.
Was a good goal, and it came at a crucial
What
time.
on earth happened there?
Captain's input there.
What? What?
Brilliantly matched in this contest.
That animation was Buki.
Morales on the attack here. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit.
Pope.
It's on here.
Oh, just wide.
Behind that shot and frustrated that it wasn't quite on target.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon.
I'd love to know how that animation let the ball go in.
And that will be a throw. Well, that's the end of his game, and what a game he's had, and the crowd appreciate that. Excellent.
Well, he was so lively from the first whistle, really, and he was dictating.
Ah.
The large
Oh, hang on.
Well done, son.
Idris Kanu.
Kanu.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes!
It's a fine, well-worked goal. The team looking well-oiled and looking very well-drilled. Great panache up to this point.
We scored.
And that goal really sums up the way they have been playing. Excellent. Goalkeeper almost got there.
Idris Kanu. And I don't know what happened to him in the audio box there. He just didn't want to work.
He's himself, isn't he? Having got a touch on it, feels he should have done better.
Well, plenty of goals here today. 3-2. Played forward. A bit of menace in this attack. Well, he's got the ball there.
I'm going to try not to.
Danger, really. Getting forward well as a team now. Morales.
Dodds. Dodds. Dodds!
Very hard for this. It should be at the end of the match, we'll see.
We got him a goal. We got him a goal. Don't worry about it, Guillermo. We're coming towards the end of it now. Dodds gets the space on the edge of the box and finesses it into the corner for 4-2. 4-2, right. Last substitution. Dodds is off for Whitfield. We got Dodds' goal.
Plenty of goals for the
Now
fans here. 4-2.
we can bring on the
Go
magician,
again.
Ben Whitfield. Dodds has played well, gets his goal. Now makes way for the youngster.
It's not Suda. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. With a space to go forward into with the ball. There's still danger here after this half clearance. In with a jump. That'll be a goal kick. Well, there's going to be an alteration now, and with the team trailing, you can understand why he's going to make it.
There we go.
Morales. That's where the free part of the pitch is, in the wide areas, and he's got there. Well, now they've got the ball, what are they going to do with it?
Yeah, the World Cup episode actually went very well. I forgot about that one. Thank you, Istvan. Yeah, we have Pope and Andy Carroll with a Vardy party for good measure.
from this position. The defender in the way.
Oh, great sliding, Monty. Monty.
It's going to be a substitution now for this team. Oh, that's good defending. Got the ball and they're going at the opposition with speed.
Oh, Montano! Cristiano Montano! Dig shot! Pope! No! I want to get Pope! Oh, I saw the opportunity to get Pope another. Oh, damn it. I saw the opportunity to maybe get Pope another goal. Oh, space. Canoe. Whitfield. Nakawe. Pope! No! Pope! Tom! Tom, how dare you! I give you 2 great opportunities at the end of this game! Oh.
Could be dangerous. The shot's off. Good block.
Yes, we win the last game.
There is the final whistle.
Oh, we win the game. Set, game over. Lights out. Done. Dusted. FIFA 18 is done. Finished for the 4-2 win. We've probably finished 9th in the league. Probably. I managed to keep our heads in that one. We achieved the league objective, so we've done that. Yeah, 9th in the league. Yeah, so 9th in the league, 13 wins, 12 losses. Last game of FIFA 18, that was Guillermo. So, yeah, not too bad. Kawasaki win it. It's weird to see Vissel Kobe down in 14th with the power that they've got in that lineup. But yeah, well, let's have a look in. Let's have a look where the Japanese team that we moved to League 2 have started off their season. And obviously they've had time to play some games anyway. So yeah, where are they? League 2. The 22nd. After 20 games, they've won 4. So we probably could have done with keeping them in the league because we might have beat them. But yeah, that just shows where everything is at. We won 5 million for that, but that's nothing. Let's have a little look at some of the stats, see what we've done. So Brown, Pope 44 appearances, top goal scorers, Pope with 13, Dean Furman with 10. Wow, Canoe with 9, Nakagawa coming in January with 8, Dodds, Gergo and Whitfield with 7. In the assist leaders, it's a runaway win with Popey with 10, Worrell with 6, Joyce with 5, and that's pretty much about it, all we need to see really. Let's just have a look at the overall changes for everybody just because we can. Let's see, yeah, as expected, Leon Legg, Michael Tong, Tom Pope, Anthony Kay all dropping shot points. Canoe with the most up with 5. So that's it. That is it. We're done. I can take my headset off now. Let me just save it, just because I do. Just in case you never know. FIFA 19 might be that bad. We might want to come back to 18 to revisit this. And carry on, see what we can do in the second season with that. But yeah, that is it. That is me done for FIFA 18 now. Yep, 2 seconds this one, of course. Yep, so there's the top goal scorers. Pope, 4th with 12. So that's not too bad at all in the league. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with FIFA 19. But we will be starting. We will be starting in FIFA 19 in 2 weeks' time. And then yeah, patience, Danny, patience. I've got to just get through this bit first before we can go to that. Before we finish up, because I want to talk about FIFA 19 before I finish the stream. Yeah, we're going to be starting with Grimsby Town in League 2. It is going to be a loan career mode, so we'll be going in and loaning a lot of players, getting the players on pre-contracts and free agents and that kind of stuff. But how many players we can get on free agencies and stuff like that is all down to you in the chat, because you are going to be my board of directors. So we're going to have the 6 objectives that we get given every single season for the board. So, sorry, the 5 objectives. I do apologise. So they give 5 objectives from the board in game, but there will be 2, 3 objectives that we will decide in the first stream that you guys want to see either by the January transfer window or by the end of the season. You guys will be my board objectives for that. There will also be a daily objective. There will also be a daily objective. So every stream we do, it won't go in from the first episode, it'll be from the second episode. So every stream that we do, you guys will give me an objective. Either the objective will be you've got to score 2 headed goals, you've got to score 2 from outside the box, that kind of thing. There'll be objectives like that, and if I fail it, there'll be a consequence for the next day, for the next stream, or for the next game. There'll be a consequence that I'll have to carry over, and the consequences and everything we'll sort out in the first stream. So the first stream might end up being a bit longer and a bit more tedious, but we'll put all like the objectives and the consequences in hats. And if I don't do it, I have to pull a consequence out, and they could be, again, all written down by you, but some ideas that people have already said is play a centre back up front, you're not allowed to play your highest rated player for the entire stream, that kind of thing. Depends how nice you guys want to be to me through the entire situation in the entire career mode. So that is what we're going to do. You are going to be my board directors all the way through the career mode with Grimsby, and it'll give you guys more interaction. You'll be able to severely help, hinder, and mess with me. You'll be able to be evil or lovely to me. So it's all about that. No, the one thing that I will say on that, and Danny's just put it in, I will not, I can change my goalkeeper to be the lowest rated goalkeeper, but I will veto any action of playing a position player in goal. I will veto that, unless obviously the keeper gets injured in the game, and then I have to do it because I don't usually put keeper on the bench, fair enough. But if there is a rule, if there's someone that says, right, you've got to do this, I will veto that straight away, because that's horrible. Well, no, and playing while eating, I am very fussy when I eat, so I won't ever eat on stream, and that's a personal thing from me. So I will drink, and I will drink coffee all the way through, but eating on stream is just something that I won't. But that's what we'll do. That's how we'll run it. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you keep thinking of some suggestions, we've got over a week until that stream starts, so you've got plenty of time to think of ways to mess with me. And before we go, let's have a look in this. Let's see, which ones should I do? Okay, I've got one for you. Are you ready for it, Danny? Boy says to his dad, "Dad, should I make a belt? Should I?" No, I can't even say it. Dad says, boy says to his dad, "Dad, should I make a belt out of watches?" Dad says, "No, son. It's a waste of time." Ba-dum-bum. Yep. 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 Yep, that's bad. I heard the cross-eyed teacher was very forgetful. Yeah, he couldn't keep his pupils straight. No. Yeah. Let's find another one. I need one more. Okay, here's another good one. Here's another good one. Why did the golfer patch his pants? Got a hole in one. I like that one. I like that one. I do like that one. I do like that one. No, that's not bad. I hate that one. Why doesn't Dad eat his bananas? He doesn't find them very appealing. And I'll leave you with that one. But yeah, no, seriously, guys, thank you very much for all the support through FIFA 18. Thank you, everybody who's been part of the chat. New subscriber, old subscriber, anything like that. It's been awesome to get to know you in the chat. It's been awesome to do this full FIFA 18 streaming all the way through. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for FIFA 19 in 2 weeks' time. Enjoy your weekend and week next week. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be in Birmingham. So if you are at EGX or in Eurogamer next week in Birmingham, then send me a message on Twitter. See if we can say hello or at some point. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. But I'm away next weekend, and then we'll be back for FIFA 19. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, because if there is anything to do with a poll or a thing that I need to change between now and then, I will let you know I will mention something on there, so please stay tuned to me for that. So if nothing else happens, I'll see you a week on Saturday. Enjoy yourself, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. I've been Raccas, and I'll see you on the next one. Try.